Hello, my friends. My name is Gerdes, and this is the Daily Brief. So I'm looking at the losses of Russians in Ukraine day over day. They're down 650 Russians yesterday, so it wasn't high tempo fighting. Of course, there's 15 tanks and 20 armored combat vehicles. What was really interesting was to see the number of Russian artillery systems destroyed. I saw this meme on the Defense of Ukraine Ministry of Defense site, and then I thought, wow, yeah, that's right. They just passed 11,000 artillery systems destroyed since the beginning of the war, and that's nothing to sneeze at. That's pretty significant. Okay, let's keep looking at this. Ukraine fends off more Russian missiles and drones. Ukraine's air defense destroyed 18 Russian missiles and drones, targeting a barrage of overnight attacks. And again, these attacks were in every area within, like, Ukraine. The alarms were everywhere, but they had to track where it was going. They didn't know it necessarily right offhand. Russia attacked with 14, so 18 out of how many? 18 out of 25, 14 and 11 Shahed kamikazes. So they shot some things down, but not everything. And yeah, okay. And this is going on while it's the eve of Easter. Greetings to all Christians who celebrate Easter today. I especially want to congratulate all military personnel who celebrate Easter on duty. Thanks to your courage and dedication, thousands of Ukrainian families today have the opportunity to celebrate one of the most important Christian holidays at home in comfort. Thank you, warriors. I wish you joy, unity, and peace. May all your prayers be heard, says Rusim Umarov, who's Muslim, right? So good on him, and happy Easter to everyone. Okay, happy Easter, by the way. This was Easter night for me and millions of Ukrainians tonight. Air raid over each region. So it wasn't a huge barrage. And, you know, Johnny Pierce made this point yesterday. We were on the shills together, and he said, yeah, you know, if they had it, they would use it. So that we're seeing this down tempo of not a lot of missiles and drones, and then, you know, you see these significant strikes of like 100, but then you see, you know, 25 or 40 or something like that. If they had enough to do 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, they'd keep doing that, but they don't have enough. And that was a good point. Okay, Ukraine power firm hit by Russian attacks warns repairs could take 18 months. So the point here is that they're aggressively going after something that is going to take a long time to rebuild. And they're still having an effect, even though they don't have enough to keep going and going and going. And so, yeah, it's going to take a while to rebuild. But same thing with the Russian oil refineries. Russians install more than 2,000 of their communication towers in occupied areas of Ukraine. And I thought, okay, so that's so they can communicate, because I had to run some landlines in the trenches. But here we're talking about like in occupied regions, Donetsk and Luhansk and whatever. But it wasn't just so that they could communicate. One of the methods is to expand networks in order to spread propaganda. Because if you control the means in which people can communicate, then you can control their thinking largely. It's just like free speech. If I can control what you say or can't say, I can control how you think, and that's what they're trying to do technologically. Okay, and then here France is to provide armored vehicles and missiles to Ukraine, and they're going to provide hundreds, literally hundreds of armored vehicles. They said to hold such an extensive front line, the Ukrainian army needs, for example, are vehicles, and it's absolutely essential for troop mobility, and we're talking about hundreds of them for 2024 and 2025. So good on France for being proactive in that way. I know today wasn't all that edifying, but I wanted to end on a bright note with this puppy, because hey, who doesn't like seeing that? So all right, thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and the coffees, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.